have you heard? The doors are closing. For thousands of Nigerians dreaming of greener pastures in the UK, a seismic shift has just shattered that hope. The caregiver visa, once a lifeline to a better life, is now off the table. No warnings. No grace period. Just a parliamentary bombshell from the Home Office that has stunned migrants across Africa. But what really triggered this radical immigration overhaul? Why is the UK turning away foreign care workers it once welcomed with open arms? And what does this mean for the countless Nigerians still stuck in the application pipeline, passports in hand? This is Continent Pulse, and today we peel back the layers of one of the most controversial immigration crackdowns of our time. Get ready, this isn't just about visas. It's about politics, power, and a quiet war on migration. Across Nigeria, from Lagos to Owerri, Benin to Kaduna, one dream has echoed in countless homes: relocation. The UK, with its polished streets and promises of stability, had become the top destination for many Nigerians seeking a way out. The route? The health and care worker visa. It was fast, flexible, and promised not just a job, but a future. Young women, fresh out of school. Middle-aged fathers, trying to secure their children's future. Nurses, home carers, and even those with no medical background, all found hope in the caregiver pathway. Recruiters sprung up like mushrooms. WhatsApp groups buzzed with testimonies and instructions. Agencies charged fees. Flights were booked. And then, the doors slammed shut. July 3rd, 2025. The British Parliament. Home Secretary Yvette Cooper stepped up to the mic and dropped the hammer. Effective July 22nd, 2025, she said, foreign nationals will no longer be granted visas to take up social care jobs in the United Kingdom. Boom. Just like that. A major pillar of the UK's foreign labour intake gone. An indefinite ban. No phased exit. No transitional window for new applicants. Only those already in the UK can breathe, and even that's temporary. They can stay for now. But come July 2028, even that internal visa switch option disappears. The message was clear. The UK is hitting the brakes on migration hard. So, what's fueling this dramatic shift? It's not random. According to Cooper, it's a complete reset of the UK immigration system. But let's be honest, this is deeply political. The UK's net migration has soared in recent years. Over 745,000 people entered the UK in 2022 alone, a record-breaking figure. Critics, particularly on the political right, have accused previous governments of being soft on immigration. Now, Labour's new administration is under pressure to act tough. The narrative? That Britain has become too dependent on low-paid foreign labour. And nowhere is that more obvious than the care sector, a sector propped up by migrants, many from Nigeria and other Commonwealth countries. The government wants to invest in skills and training locally. But let's not ignore the unspoken part. This is about public perception. Elections are near. The average British voter wants to see fewer migrants. And, unfortunately, care workers are the first to be sacrificed. The new rules aren't just about banning caregiver visas. They go deeper. The salary threshold for work visas is being raised, aligning with updated data from the UK's Office for National Statistics. Translation? You'll now need a higher-paying job to qualify for a visa. And here's the kicker. Caregivers don't make the cut. That's by design. The government is raising the bar, academically too. Future foreign applicants will need at least a bachelor's degree or equivalent to even be considered for a skilled worker visa. Caregiving, traditionally a low-skill entry point, no longer fits the profile. The shortage occupation list, which once included care work, is being slashed. No more fast tracks. No more loopholes. For thousands of Nigerians hoping to relocate, the UK just became a fortress. Back in Nigeria, the announcement hit like thunder. Agencies halted their recruitment drives overnight. Facebook groups, once filled with testimonials, became silent. And for many who had invested thousands in training, certificates, visa fees, and flight bookings, the ban is devastating. For some, it's financial ruin. For others, a psychological blow that cuts deeper than rejection. A young woman in Abuja, who had just resigned from her job in preparation for her UK move, now finds herself jobless and stranded. A family in Ibadan sold land to pay agency fees. Now, the dreams they bought have turned to dust. But beyond individual stories is a national concern. What happens when the largest employer of African migrants, the UK, stops recruiting? Here's the fine print. If you're already in the UK as a care worker, you're not being deported. Not yet. You can stay under your current visa. And at least until July 2028, you might be able to switch to another visa type within the UK. But after that, even that window closes. For everyone else, those outside the UK who haven't secured their visa by July 22, 2025, the path is closed. No exceptions have been announced. However, this doesn't mean all UK immigration is shut. There are still options. Skilled worker visas for high-demand roles like nursing, IT, engineering. Global talent visas for top-tier professionals. Student visas, though costly, remain open, but with strict work hour limits. But let's be honest, most of these routes are out of reach for the average Nigerian caregiver. This isn't just a UK problem. Across the globe, Western nations are tightening immigration. Canada recently imposed caps on student visas. The EU is talking tough on border control. Australia is restructuring its work visa program. And now the UK has taken a bold, controversial step. For African migrants, the world is shrinking. But that doesn't mean hope is dead. It means strategy is more important than ever. Skill acquisition. Language certification. Targeting alternative destinations like Germany, Norway, or the Gulf states may be the new wave. In fact, Rwanda, Kenya, and Ghana are already partnering with other countries to create structured migration programs. But above all, Africa needs a homegrown solution. The real answer lies not in migration, but transformation. Building economies that create opportunities locally, so migration becomes a choice, not a lifeline. The UK's immigration ban may seem like an external policy, but it's a reflection of Nigeria's internal failures. When thousands of trained professionals see no future at home, what does that say about leadership? The mass exodus of nurses, doctors, teachers, and care workers is a brain drain Nigeria can no longer afford. The government must see this moment as a wake-up call. Invest in health. Create jobs. Incentivize local caregiving roles. Because if the UK, once seen as a beacon of opportunity, is now closing its gates, the message is clear. No one is coming to save us. We must save ourselves. The UK has spoken. The caregiver visa is gone. But for Nigerians, this is more than immigration news. It's a reflection of where we are and where we must go. The dream may have changed, but the determination remains. Whether through new legal routes, new skills, or new nations, migration will continue. But let us not forget, the most powerful migration is the one that transforms minds, not just locations. For every Nigerian stranded by this policy, let your disappointment be fuel, not failure. Because the world may build walls, but Africa will rise with bridges. And maybe, just maybe, it starts with you. If this video helped you understand the new UK visa ban, share it with someone who needs to know. Drop a comment. How has this news affected your plans? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because Continent Pulse is here to bring you the truth they won't tell you. Loud, bold, and unfiltered. Until next time, stay informed. Stay powerful.